Let's talk about e-com onboarding and how not to put your next hire into fly or die mode, because that's the crucial mistake I've been seeing and hearing candidates encounter when they're hired in the Klaviyo account manager role, email marketer, email designer, whatever it is, but that's a huge problem. Let's talk about why most Klaviyo specialists fail during their first 60 days. Let's say you finally hired your Klaviyo account manager, whether it's a first one or a fifth one, but now what? Most Klaviyo specialists don't fail because they're bad or they're not really that good talent. They fail because they're already set up to fail even before they started. And this first 60 days can tell you everything, but it's not what you are expecting. So it's not them, it's you or your systems. I've seen this happen both across agencies and brands. So you see a great resume, perfect portfolio. They even showed you a case study that they recently did. Everything they said was spotless, everything was perfect. Then, when they started working, nothing works anymore. So let's break some myths along the way because, again, it's not the talent, it's usually you. It's not that they don't exist. You can find them, you probably even did find them, but you made them fail during their first couple of weeks. That's the biggest problem. So let's start with reason number one. They are usually tool experts, but not business thinkers. Most specialists know flows, campaigns, how to set everything up in Klaviyo, segmentation, check for deliverability, audit campaigns for new brands. But what they don't know is the business model. They don't know margins, they don't know traffic quality, what actually moves revenue, and they optimize emails in isolation. So that's the first mistake that they make. Coming to reason number two, zero context on everything, especially on the onboarding. You drop them into a messy account or even 10 of them. You know what I am talking about. No benchmarks, no past data explanation, no ownership clarity. In this situation, you expect them to already know what they are working on, to know each and every client, their brands, everything, but you didn't give them enough context around it. Someone from the leadership says, why aren't results improving? Why are we tanking this account? Why CTRs are so low and we have revenue drops? Well, because nobody told them what success looks like. Reason number three, unrealistic expectations. Brands and agencies expect to have their revenue lift in 30 days. Magic flows, no growth issues, no deliverability problems. But email doesn't fix acquisition, nor it fixes retention. So that's on you, that's strategy, that's how you think about each and every opportunity, campaigns, flow everything into the smallest detail. Reason number four, no authority, you expect them only to execute. Klaviyo specialists fail when they cannot push back or give some new ideas. They cannot change the strategy, they can only execute it, implement everything what they've been told, and that's it. They're told send more campaigns or send it to more people, don't segment anything, it will work itself out. Yeah, it won't do that. You hired a specialist, but then when they joined, you treated them like a basic VA and you expect them to bring results. Well, if you brought a VA, you would give them a to-do list that they would execute, and that would basically be it. That's not what it is all about for the Klaviyo specialist. So let's talk about success, how that should look like during their first 60 days. So in ideal scenario, first 60 days, they should be cleaning the data, fixing deliverability, checking everything on the technical side, aligning with brand voice and understanding what each and every brand they're working with is all about. So not just checking their brand book, checking their website, checking their socials, if they have any paid media, and of course setting foundations. So nothing flashy, nothing sexy, nothing, oh my God, revolutionary, but it's super necessary. And you already know this, so it's not something that is quite uncommon or something that I'm now inventing. It's something that you already know and you already did, but you didn't say that to them or didn't set it up properly for them to understand. So only at that point, when they set up the foundation and basics properly, only then can they focus on strategy more when the execution and foundation is working, and only then can they bring actual results for each and every client. So again, reality check. Ask yourself what's going on if your Klaviyo specialist isn't performing in the first 30 or 60 days, and ask yourself, did they fail because they're not really good enough, or did they fail because of you and your expectations? Hire for thinking, not just tool access or flashy agency name they worked with previously. Otherwise, don't be surprised they're failing, because again, it's about you and not them, and they will fail each and every time if nothing changes. If this sounds familiar or you have some similar stories to share, feel free to do so. I'm always happy to hear. Maybe even I hear something new that I haven't heard before. And also, if you need any additional help on setting it right, even with the onboarding. So it doesn't need to be just hiring. Even with the onboarding, just ping me. I'll be happy to take a look into what you already have and maybe suggest a couple of things that you can improve for your next hire and actually make it work. And that's it. Till the next time.